Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm going to be reacting to DORIAN ELECTRA's new song, Freak Mode. I am definitely looking forward to this, and funnily enough, like before this was announced or people knew it was coming out, I think only like a week before, I was like, I wonder when Dorian's going to put out some new music, because I don't know, I just randomly thought it in my head. I was like, oh, I really want some new DORIAN ELECTRA songs to listen to. And then this was announced, this was, suddenly coming out, and I was like, okay, weird. I was just like, that's so cool how it just like kind of manifested. And I'm super excited. I've been really ill. I'm still ill, still very ill. So it's kind of crazy that I'm doing a video, but I have missed it so much. Like, I've really missed it. So in a weird way, it's kind of like not nice that I've been ill, but it is kind of cool to have that feeling of missing making videos. It just shows how much I really love it and how much I really need it. And I've got another drive, another push to do it, which is great. But if I seem a little bit like off and my eyes start like this eye kind of goes like that a little bit sometimes because of my sinus infection. Well, I haven't got an infection. I've got a thing called catarrh, but it feels like a sinus infection, but it's not an infection. Anyway, so if you see me like kind of like, I'm not malfunctioning. Well, I kind of am, but it's just because I'm not very well. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm super excited. And if you want to see this completely uncut, then do go over to Patreon, and you'll be able to see it fully uncut there. And follow me on Instagram. I shall follow you back. Do consider liking, commenting, subscribing if you enjoy. But yeah, let's get on into it. I'm excited. I haven't even listened to music in ages, just because like I don't really listen to a lot of music unless I'm reacting. I don't know why, but also because I've been so ill. Well, I do when I'm in the car, and I do when I'm with friends, and I do, if I'm just like randomly I will. But I mainly like listening to podcasts and stuff like that. But so yeah, I've been craving music deeply. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I hope it's all right. But anyway, let's do it. Quite rocky. Come on.
Ass play in the hallways, fucked up my bar bras. Out here in the bathroom, feeling condoms with the hot sauce. I'm a cartoon with a big whip.
Wait.
Throwing cake at the Leonardo.
I got goosebumps. Oh my.
Hitting all these high notes.
Very minor self-indulgence there.
Mommy's mad cause I make them way too
hot.
Weird butter toast, giving people boners.
Oh my. Oh my god, the vocal is awesome. I am so cold with shivers. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm obsessed. I didn't know I would be. I didn't have any expectations. Oh, what? Wow. Okay, I don't know whether it's just because I'm also kind of delirious with feeling quite ill, but that hit me on a level that was just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it felt like being like a teenager. I remember like in my spiritual moral studies class, which sounds hilarious. It's basically like religious education, spiritual moral studies. I don't know what everyone calls it in their countries and so on, but it was called SMS in secondary school. And I remember being like, I just remember being like, okay, not Judas, Alejandro music video was coming out, Lady Gaga, and I said to my teacher, I was like, at break time, please can I use your computer to watch it, because it's coming out and I need to see it. And he was like, yeah, go ahead. So I watched it, and of course it has like upside down crosses, you know, it has like kind of a lot of like almost like devilish, satanic sort of stuff in the video. It's also kind of sexy and so on like that. And I was just there like on this computer like, hope he doesn't come and look at what I'm watching right now. And I'm just there like, oh God. But I guess it kind of made sense. It is, you know, spiritual moral studies, you know, it doesn't have to be, say, you know, Satanism and whatever. That's also a religion. It's not all about Christianity. And I don't think he was a Christian anyway, but it actually was quite fitting, really. But it was quite funny watching that. Anyway, that was just a side note, but it felt like that feeling of when you've been so excited for an artist to bring out music, and they do, and then it slaps and it just works, and you're just so happy that it works, because you're like, you know, you anticipate it and you go, what if it doesn't hit? What if it's one that's going to grow on me? And I guess like that's kind of what I worried about. I don't know why. I just was worried because I feel like Dorian's got such an awesome sound, and they do what they do well, and no one does it like them, you know. So I worried it would be, I don't know, maybe a bit like how, like, I love Shy Girl's album Nymph, I do, but like I also love, you know, like Alias, you know how her the older sound was. I love that more. So of course you worry, and it's okay. Everyone has to evolve, and you do adapt. But the thing is, this is like different. It's like heavier in a rock kind of way. Even though obviously Dorian has had a lot of rock sounds, especially on their previous album, but like it was different. But then hearing their vocal like that, you know, the like freak mode, and I forgot how much I loved it. You know, I'm used to the other songs, so it's cool hearing it again in this song and it feeling different somehow. And then when they do the high note, oh, I don't know what the key was, sorry, but that gave me full and mindless self-indulgence. And mindless self-indulgence was like, I loved them so much when I was a teenager as well. And it was a band, you know, slash like artist that I listened to that no one else listened to. Like my friends didn't listen to, apart from my friends outside of school. And so like that was like my first introduction, obviously, to that kind of chaos that like music can be in that electronic slash rock kind of way. And this reminded me of that, so it gave me that nostalgic feeling too. I do want to watch it again. I might pause throughout and like try and capture the lyrics a little bit more. It's a little bit hard, like for me, like it's overstimulating, right? You know, it's got like all the cool like visuals, and then the voice, and then the music, so like I can't always pick up on the lyrics, and and I found that the vocal blended really well within the music, so it was almost indistinguishable too. But I'm gonna try. But I also realised I didn't have my glasses on, but I'm gonna put them on this time, just so I can maybe not get so overly stimulated. I don't know. Right, let's go.
So yeah, I accidentally recorded the screen recording without the audio, so I've had to re-record the audio and then match it up as best I can. So there are some parts that might, I don't know, it might seem a little messy, but I definitely did my best, and it definitely makes sense. So yeah, but I thought I'd just mention that just in case you were like, oh, it seems a little iffy up in here. But yeah, enjoy.
I like this. I like that you don't see their face, you know, it's just facing the window. I'm interested, like, has that got some significance, or is it just a thing? I don't know. I don't know, is there metaphors in this video? Or is it more of just a visual kind of fun thing? Where was this at? I think it was there. I think. I feel weird about it, but it's cool. Freak mode, yeah. With the acting masks, the happy and the sad, that is, you know, relates to theatre and so on.
Ass play in the hallways, fucked up my bar bras. Out here in the bathroom, feeling condoms with the hot sauce. Let me sniff you, let me huff you, let me lean in for a quick whiff. But
I like the I don't know what they're saying at all, but I feel. It's like almost like a like out of breath kind of feeling, but it's not out of breath at all. But you know what I mean?
always fucked up my bar bras.
It's sexy.
In the bathroom, feeling condoms with the hot sauce. Let me sniff you, let me huff you, let me lean
Feel
in for a
condoms
quick
with the hot
whiff.
sauce.
Failing me with a handcuff, my cartoon with a big whip. Catch me throwing cake at
The whip! I didn't even catch the whip.
fucking up my face, looking like Picasso. Normies in the dungeon going free. Hitting all these
Normies in the dungeon going freak mode. Throwing cake at Leonardo. Oh, and famous paintings. Hitting all these high notes. Oh, that's so MSI.
This on TV, acting far from normal. These normies mad cause I make them way too horny. Everything I do is a freaking porno.
I see.
The weird butter toast giving people boners.
This bit, I forgot. But yeah, okay, I'm catching the lyrics a bit more now. Hilarious. I'm going to look into the lyrics properly after as well, just so I catch them all.
Everything I do is a freaking porno.
I love the way they say that. Everything I do is a freaking porno.
The weird butter toast giving people boners.
What is that? It feels like a Japanese sort of like announcement, you know, like without speaking Japanese at all, just like the cadence. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Does that sound weird? I don't know, but it gives me that. And also, I'm like, it's interesting with all like the whatever those instruments, big old trombone, horny horns. I don't know. Also, what does FF stand for? Am I being crazy? Or am I missing something? Am I not a true fan for not knowing what FF stands for? Because it can't be freak mode, because that's FM. Oh, I guess I'll find out at some point. But this bit's so weird. Like, also, it's like a small, it looks like an office room. Look at the ceiling. It's like the back rooms, right? It's like office ceiling. And then like the yellow walls giving me back rooms vibes. But then it's also like old kind of quaint bed, you know, very quaint. And then all the gold, and it's like very British in some ways with the red and the gold there. And then we got Dorian just being sexy. I'm like, what? What is this? Like, I guess it's just freak mode. Okay, loving the whole party vibe. I love the colouring as well. Also, like how in every frame they just look fantastic. So cool. And they're all wearing, everyone in the party's wearing sunglasses as well. It's just been cool. All the lights flashing. Like, also, it just, like, weirdly reminds me of Gaga. Like, I know I mentioned Gaga already. I like, forgot to say, like, even, like, the camera angles gives me, like, the Just Dance music video. But also, like, when Dorian was, like, doing, like, certain poses at the start, it was giving me Gaga heavily. I love that. Oh, the instrumental is so good. This bit. That bit, when they turn around and it's like, And then just like the jumping Irish kind of jig dance, like what is that all about? Is it just randomness? But then it sounds like it's going go, 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 or it's going jump, jump, like jump around, jump, jump, House of Pain. It feels like it sounds like that a little bit in the background. I'm not saying it is, it just has that sound. Jump, 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 jump. I love that with the upward, the cello and the masks. Interesting.
We're going freak mode. Got me throwing cake at the Leonardo. He's in the dungeon going freak mode. Hitting all these high notes. My face looking like Picasso. Normie's in the
What is that? Why? Why the Irish jig? Oh, I like that. They put their head through it, like they are the portrait. I don't know. I know, like, obviously, like, Dorian in the past has done lots of, like, mixtures of, like, things like Renaissance stuff and, like, using a harpsichord and, you know, kind of, like, mixing old things like, who is it that they like? But, you know, it has got that old-fashioned sort of thing with the portraits and the, I don't know, all of that, but then like this kind of like such a modern, but then 2010 kind of, 2008 actually kind of feeling with the video. I don't know, there's such a mix of interesting stuff. I need to know more about what's going on, really. Just do. The top comment says, I got worried for a moment that there wouldn't be any broken glass, but Dorian never lets us down. Exactly, and it's the same with the whip sound too. It's like, yes, keeping those like, you know, those things that they do. Like, what are they called again? Sorry, my brain is sucking right now, but like, keeping those kind of like tropes or whatever you want to call it, like signature things. I don't know the word. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, someone wrote, the freaking Irish step dancing break is only something a musical genius would think of. Totally true. Yeah, someone wrote, how can he look so hot and literally the goofiest fits ever? I know. Well, I don't know. I don't know how, but I get what they're saying. Jesus. Right, anyway, let's look at the lyrics a little bit. See if there's anything like about them that can make me understand what's going on. Catch me throwing cake at the Leonardo, yeah. Okay, so this seems to be referencing like something that happened last year where someone actually did this through a cake at the Mona Lisa. Let them eat cake. And then they say, effing up my face looking like Picasso. Oh yeah, because obviously Picasso did the self-portraits of like interesting like faces and so on. Normies in the dungeon going freak mode. I wonder what that's about. Like why normies in the dungeon? And obviously when we think of dungeon, we think of like trolls. We don't think of like great people in the dungeon, right? We think of people that need to touch grass, right? So what's normies got to do with it? A normie is used as a label for someone who is deemed to be boringly conventional or mainstream. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I always felt like normies just meant like people who aren't doing social media or who aren't, you know, famous. That's how I always thought of normies. But that's cool. Normies in the dungeon going freak mode being like, yeah, just like, you know, your average person is going absolutely mental, and that's amazing. And then hitting all these high notes like castrato. A type of high male singing voice which is produced by castration of the singer before puberty. Oh yeah, I think I've actually heard about that already. But yeah, okay, I like that because obviously they go by they, them. So it's like a very much feminine, male, masculine energy and so on. So it's like hitting all these high notes like castrato, and it's the only high note in the song like that they do really. So, I don't know, I like how it ties into the gender thing, and like, also it's just interesting, it's fun. And I like the way it rhymes with Leonardo, Picasso, castrato. That's really cool. So, then the first one, ass play in the hallway. Effed up my Bob Ross. It says here, a parody referencing the lyric, foreplay in a foyer, effed up my Warhol from the 2013 song Drunk in Love by Beyonce and Jay-Z. Oh, I didn't know that. I've not actually heard that. Well, I think I've heard the song, but I don't remember it. I can't even tell you how it goes. Okay, cool. So many references here. I love that. it's fun to learn new things too, and it shows that like a song like this being like just like a fun 2.5 minute song can have so much like the lyrics, the one-liners have meaning to them. That's actually why I wanted to go into lyrics, because I was like, I just know there'll be more to it. Out here in the bathroom filling condoms with the hot sauce, referring to obviously Drake putting hot sauce in used condoms, so that if a woman was to try and get themselves pregnant with the condom, they'll have a bit of a spicy surprise. Yeah, it'll be a spicy baby. But and then it says, let me sniff you, let me huff you, let me lean in for a quick whiff. Oh, potentially a reference to President Joe Biden and the online controversy that arose in 2019 and again in 2022 after numerous photos and videos of him appearing to sniff women's hair in public began to circulate. I remember that, actually. I really remember that. Yeah, maybe it does mean that. Or maybe I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was referencing that, considering Dorian can be quite political at times too. And this is very like much like you know, all these like sort of things that have been referenced already are things in pop culture and media and so on. Okay, put the tail in me with the handcuffs. I'm a cartoon with a big whip. I like that. What cartoon has a big whip? Do you reckon they'll be referencing a particular cartoon with a big whip? Or are they just saying that that's what they are? They're just saying like, I'm like a cartoon, you know? The long-running cartoon Johnny Test is often mocked for its excessive use of a whip crack sound effect. Okay, yes, I knew it would be another reference. It had to be. It had to be. Everything's a freaking reference. Often more than 150 times per episode. Dorian is also known for their tongue-in-cheek use of whip cracks in their songs, especially on the album Flamboyant. So while Dorian may be into subbing, tail and handcuffs, they also love to crack the whip. Oh yeah. I didn't even think about like trying to make sense of it there. But yeah, that's cool. Put the tail in me with the handcuffs, and then but I'm a cartoon with a big whip. A bit of both. Likes doing a bit of both. Okay, then we got verse 2. Elvis on TV acting far from normal. And what I thought was cool about that line is Dorian in the video was sat on a toilet, and of course Elvis is very well known that his death, he died on the toilet basically. So that was interesting coming in with that line and that like imagery. Also with all the gold, it reminded me of the song Rich Bitch, I'm a rich bitch, from Diane Wood, literally, because like what's her name again? I can't remember her name, Yolanda or something, but she's on the toilet with like gold pants, gold everything. So it reminded me of that too. Then it says, these normies mad because I make them way too horny. Elvis is on TV acting kind of sexual, maybe doing his thrusts that he likes to do, and everyone's like, woo! But because Dorian's like a they them, you know, sort of thing, and like normies could be representing people as well who are like kind of phobic of things like anything other than a straight relationship, and they're confused because Dorian's making them horny, right? And it's like, why, you know, it's just like kind of comparing, like Elvis did it, everyone's fine, I do it, and people are scared, you know? I don't know, or like or when I do it, it's overly sexualized. I don't know. Then they say, yeah, everything I do is a freaking porno. The way I butter toast giving people boners. That's so funny. But yeah, I get that. Like, everything I do is a freaking porno. It's like just any move I make, I am just so sexualized. And I don't think they're saying it really in a bad way. They're almost saying it in a provocative way. In a way that's a little bit like, yeah, and I'm not going to stop that. You're going to see it like that. And you know, and I'm going to lean into it just to make you even more uncomfortable. And I love the way I butter toast giving people boners, just like the menial things, just turning people on. But yeah, and then it goes, da ba da da, no, da ba da do be da ba da bow, la do be da do da da bow. Just so random. It almost sounded like Simlish, actually. I said it had like a Japanese kind of cadence. I don't know why. Like it just registered like that with me. But actually, it kind of sounds like a sim as well, right? Not saying that people who are Japanese sound like Sims. I mean, come on. But yeah, it did have a sim kind of sound. I'll click on pre-chorus. It says, Even if all this section is gibberish, it was confirmed by a picture of Dorian themselves, revealing them on a message with a picture of a notebook with the literal transcription backwards. Oh, interesting. And a zoomy dada bida doody dod. It's literally Sims, and I love Sims. But yeah, then it goes into the chorus, then the bridge. Normie's in the dungeon going, and it's like go, 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 go. So it doesn't say jump, it says go. Yeah. And then yeah, that's it really. Okay, interesting. Nothing too deep, you know, nothing too crazy, but a lot of pop culture references, a lot of media references, and so on like that. It seems like a real fun song to release for what might be, you know, leading to another album, which would be amazing. Brilliant single. Oh my god, I actually love it. Freak Mode is a comeback single of the artist Dorian Electra, released 7th of April 2023 as a lead single for their upcoming album. Right. Various cryptic videos are posted after wiping their social media in anticipation of the track. Oh, that's cool. But I didn't know that. Interesting. Jumping on a painting, being persecuted by lots of men, presumably frat boys, as noted by the use of the term brotherhood. Showing the stage of the cover, a video with them posing with normies, a snippet of the track. So those are all the things that were posted on social media, I guess. The title track was revealed on a website where if you put the email address, you would be sent a zoomed in fragment of the cover. Ooh, really cool. I actually do follow Dorian, but I guess like I don't actually scroll Instagram that much. I post, but I don't really scroll it. And especially when it comes to like artists and stuff, even if I follow them, I try not to like look into it all too much, just in case I do, you know, catch a little snippet of this or a snippet of that I don't want to like, you know, I don't want to do, because I like to react to it obviously on camera for you. So yeah, oh my god, I love it, and I can't wait to listen to it more. And it's annoying because I do want to show my daughter it. However, it does use, there is a bit, the words in it like porno and boner, I don't really feel like explaining them. Not yet, she's only 11, so I'm like, oh, maybe not this one, but but she would love the song because she loves Dorian. But yeah, anyway, nice. Okay, if you liked it, then please do consider liking and subscribing. I feel like I'm dying, but I'm happy at the same time because this was really fun. But I'm dead. I shall see you next time. Bye.